bit of music, have some fun. The kids are used to hearing Star Wars at the beginning of every single time we have an adventure together, but we're celebrating with Rocky, talking about our 7 adventures for life. When the rubber hits the road, all the kids know it's time for class to start for Character GPS. So we're going to show you a little video, which is kind of our overview of Character GPS. If you haven't heard anything about the program yet, just so you understand what the program is about.
Our young adults are surrounded by workshops that focus on real-life application of...
Or even a mentor you've had some interaction with. Our program administrator, Misty Kent, is over here. Say hello to Misty.
Get your good side.
You're going to get your pictures today, have fun with that. And then also in the back, you're going to have to help answer some of these questions because your parents aren't going to know any of the answers, right? So remember we would talk about what's the shortest distance between today and your future goals. What is it, Avery? Everybody say it, ready? It's a
straight line.
Absolutely. But life doesn't look like that, does it? Parents can attest to that, right? Everything doesn't happen in a straight line. It's not linear. We have distractions and interruptions and things that get in the way. In our program at Character GPS, we talk about how to map your journey even though you've got distractions and things that get in the way. Remember, what does PR stand for? Go ahead. Proactive responsibility. That was the first adventure. And we followed up proactive responsibility with CD. What did CD stand for? Jake, you remember? Oh, maybe Avery can do. Or as my business partner Jeff Kane would say, cane do in the back, right? Came from the Texan Canes. Our third adventure the kids learned was TD. And we say touchdown, or you score a touchdown when you TD, talents. Talents discovered. That's right. You discover your talents. You score a touchdown. And in that third adventure, we did a mini Myers-Briggs where the kids learned about what their personality profiles were, some of the characteristics or things that might describe them. Our fourth adventure looked like the peace sign or V. Nico, do you remember what that was? Vision, right. You have to have a vision for your life. If you don't know where you're going, any road's going to get you there, right? And so kids thought about, what do I want to be when I grow up? What are some goals? What are things I want to achieve down the road in my life? Then we went to 3T. We talked about 3D a little bit. Elle, you remember that? Remember the 3 T's? One was, what was the first one, Lily? Time. And the next one was temptation. And the third one we had treasure, right. Those are resources we all have. Time, temptation, and treasure. And maybe if you didn't have a lot of treasure, you certainly have to learn how to respect and value your parents' treasure and their resources. And then MR, we talked about being Mr., but what was that, Elle, you remember? Meaningful relationships. And we talk about what a meaningful relationship is, what a good one looks like, and what a bad one looks like, and what we can do to improve and work on those. We're going to talk about that a little bit more as well. And our seventh and final adventure was TLC. Now, parents know that as tender loving care, right? But in GPS, what does it mean? Go ahead. You know it? No? You guys remember? Al? Teams love collaboration. They learn what it's like to be part of a team and a valuable contributor to a team. So let's jump in, and then if they can do all those things right, they're going to get to those future goals and where they want to be today. Mr. Ryan Jordan here. Even though he's new to Berkeley, he's definitely been working with kids for a long time and has made an incredible impact. So he's going to share a little bit about the importance of character, and then we'll go into actually the graduation portion of our program. So please do.
First of all, it's great to see a lot of familiar faces out here in the crowd, and some other folks that I just met. It truly is special as well for me to see students from the upper division who, in all sincerity, have given up a lot of their time for what I feel is an unbelievably worthwhile experience. And while I've given a lot of talks in front of hundreds and at times thousands of people, when Mr. Hoffman asked me to do this, and I'm not just saying this to make him feel good, this type of cause and what we're all here for today really does strike a chord in my heart and with the core of what was emphasized to me throughout my life. And so it really is a real privilege to be here. I can start off by saying, and to both the lower division students who are kind of mixed in and around the audience here, to the upper division students, this is something that I believe every single student, an experience that they should have. And well, please don't tell Dr. Hamilton I said this. If you viewed this as one of your classes this year, I would argue that this could probably be the most important class that you take, okay, in lower division. There's content you can learn, there's facts you can learn as you grow, but to me, and I agree wholeheartedly with the mission of the organization and the program, what's emphasized are things that can begin, right, to solidify your ability to be successful for the rest of your life. And one of the things that really struck me as I'm continuing to get to know the program, and I think this is really important for lower division students, you all, to continue to remember, is that the 7 kind of what key traits, if you will, or key kind of steps. One of the key words I noticed is that is developing. Okay, so while hopefully you all took a lot out of this experience, as you do every day at Berkeley, this is a type of work, okay, that you will hopefully continue to focus on throughout your entire lives. Upper division students, you all can, we can talk about this later, but I would again put out there that every kid in the upper division would benefit from an experience like this. And mentees, right? Is that how we might refer to some of you all? They may seem like older. Are they scary at all? There's facts you can learn as you grow, but to me, and I agree wholeheartedly with the mission of the organization and the program, what's emphasized are things that can begin, right, to solidify your ability to be successful for the back to and coming back to. And while there's so many of these values and so many of these adventures that I could comment on, one of the things that I think is I wanted to emphasize is the concept of being trustworthy. I saw that up there before, and focusing on trust and being truthful. And I can tell you one of the worst, I think if I think back, one of the worst feelings, okay, that I ever had, I think when I was, maybe 7, 8, 9 years old, and I can clearly remember this because I'll never forget it, is when I had done something to break that trust that I had with my mom, okay, when I was probably in 3rd or 4th grade. I was raising us, and my mom's way of dealing with that, this was the worst, right? My mom was not a yeller and a screamer. My mom was, she loved to give you the silent treatment. Anyone have any parents that do that sometimes? Now, the silent treatment, you're lucky, the silent treatment, can be a very, very attention-grabbing experience. And so, again, when I'd done something that was not truthful with my mother, and that to her was kind of, really violating the real sacred bond between us when I was young, and, she,